Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be sharing this journey of motherhood with all of you. Being a mom is one of the most rewarding, challenging, and life-changing experiences. It's a wild ride, that's for sure, but it's also the most amazing one you'll ever go on. One of the things I'm most passionate about is sharing tips and advice that I've learned along the way. Motherhood doesn't come with a manual, and we can all use a little guidance sometimes. That's why I'm so excited to dive into these 10 essential tips for new moms. These are the things I wish someone had told me when I was just starting out, and I know they'll make a world of difference for you. Get ready to laugh, maybe shed a few happy tears because hormones. And most importantly, get ready to feel empowered to be the best mom you can be. Let's do this. First things first, let's talk about patience. If there's one thing you'll need an endless supply of as a new mom, it's patience. Trust me on this one. Babies and toddlers operate on their own time zone, and things won't always go according to plan. Remember that meltdown your little one had at the grocery store the other day? Yeah, we've all been there. The key is to take a deep breath, channel your inner Zen master, and remember that they're not giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time. It's easy to get frustrated when you're sleep deprived and feeling overwhelmed, but try to approach each situation with patience and understanding. Think of it this way. Every challenging moment is an opportunity to teach your little one valuable life lessons, like patience for both of you, resilience and problem solving. And hey, if all else fails, a little humor goes a long way. Sometimes the best thing you can do is laugh off the little mishaps and embrace the chaos that comes with being a parent. Now, let's talk about the power of communication. You might be thinking, how do I communicate effectively with a tiny human who can't even form sentences yet? And it's true, those first few months, or even years, can feel like you're speaking a different language. But even from a young age, children are like little sponges, absorbing everything around them. Talk to your baby, sing to them, narrate your day. Even if they don't understand the words, they're picking up on your tone, your emotions, and the rhythm of your voice. As they grow, encourage them to express themselves. Listen attentively when they're trying to tell you something, even if it's just babbles or gibberish. Validate their feelings and create a safe space for them to communicate openly, without judgment. Remember, effective communication is a two-way street. It's not just about talking to your kids, but also about listening to them, understanding their perspective, and meeting them where they are. Okay, let's get real for a second. Being a mom is a 24/7 job, but it doesn't mean you have to be on all the time. It's easy to get so caught up in taking care of everyone else that you forget about the most important person, you. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Think of it like this, you can't pour from an empty cup. When you take the time to recharge your batteries and prioritize your own well-being, you're actually becoming a better mom in the process. What fills your cup? Is it a hot bath with a good book? A solo dance party in the living room? A quiet walk in nature? Whatever it is, make time for it, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. And remember, self-care doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It's about making small, conscious choices throughout the day that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Treat yourself with the same love and compassion you give to your little ones. You deserve it. Let's be honest, social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be a great way to connect with other moms and find support. On the other hand, it can also create unrealistic expectations about what motherhood should look like. Remember those picture-perfect Instagram feeds with spotless houses, gourmet meals, and perfectly behaved children? Yeah, those are usually just a highlight reel. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's carefully curated online persona. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay if your house looks like a tornado of toys swept through it. And it's definitely okay if you serve cereal for dinner once in a while. Or, let's be real, twice a week. Give yourself grace, embrace the imperfections, and remember that there's no such thing as a perfect parent. You're doing great. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and truer words have never been spoken. You don't have to do this motherhood thing alone. In fact, having a supportive network of family, friends, and fellow moms can make all the difference. Lean on your loved ones when you need a helping hand, a shoulder to cry on, or just a listening ear. Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's with childcare, errands, or just a much-needed break. Connect with other moms in your community. Join a mom group, attend local events, or strike up conversations at the playground. Sharing experiences, advice, and even just a knowing nod with someone who gets it can be incredibly comforting and empowering. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There's a whole community of amazing moms out there who are going through the same ups and downs, and they're ready to cheer you on every step of the way. In the blink of an eye, those tiny babies turn into rambunctious toddlers who then grow into curious kids, and before you know it, they're all grown up. Time flies when you're having fun, or when you're sleep-deprived and covered in baby food. That's why it's so important to savor every moment and make the most of the time you have with your little ones. Put down the phone, disconnect from the digital world, and truly be present in the moment. Have dance parties in the living room. Build epic forts out of blankets and pillows. Read bedtime stories until your voice is hoarse, and create traditions that your family will cherish for years to come. These shared experiences, big and small, are the building blocks of a strong and loving bond. They're the memories you'll look back on and smile about, long after your little ones have flown the nest. One of the most important roles we have as parents is to instill values in our children that will guide them throughout their lives. We want them to grow up to be kind, compassionate, respectful, and responsible individuals. But how do we actually teach these values? It's not like there's a textbook for raising good humans, although that would be pretty handy, wouldn't it? The good news is, it's often the little things that make the biggest difference. Be a role model for the values you want to instill. Children learn by watching and imitating the adults in their lives. Treat others with kindness and respect, even when it's difficult. Show empathy and compassion. Be honest and trustworthy. Talk to your children about your family's values. Explain why these values are important to you and how they guide your actions. Encourage open and honest conversations about their thoughts and feelings. And remember, raising good humans is an ongoing process. There will be bumps along the road, but with patience, love, and a whole lot of grace, you'll raise amazing human beings who will make the world a better place. The elusive work-life balance. It's something many of us strive for, especially working moms. Juggling the demands of a career and the responsibilities of parenthood can feel like a never-ending balancing act. But here's the thing. Work-life balance isn't about achieving perfect equilibrium. It's about finding what works for you and your family. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, so give yourself permission to experiment and find your groove. Set boundaries between work and family time. When you're at work, be fully present and focused on your tasks. But when you're at home, be fully present with your family. Put away the work phone, close the laptop, and give your loved ones your undivided attention. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether it's your partner, family, friends, or a babysitter, having a support system in place can make all the difference. If there's one thing you can count on as a parent, it's that things will rarely go according to plan. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, your little one will throw you a curveball, or, a tantrum in the middle of the cereal aisle. That's where flexibility and adaptability come in. Embrace the unexpected, go with the flow, and remember that sometimes the best moments are the unplanned ones. It's okay to let go of the reins every now and then and just enjoy the ride. Laugh at the mishaps, embrace the chaos, and remember that every day is a new adventure. And hey, if all else fails, there's always chocolate, or wine, or both. No judgment here. And finally, let's talk about the most important ingredient of all unconditional love. The love between a parent and child is a bond like no other. It's fierce, it's protective, and it's unwavering no matter what. Love your little ones for who they are, quirks and all. Celebrate their individuality, encourage their passions, and support them through their challenges. Let them know that they are loved, valued, and accepted for exactly who they are, always and unconditionally. Your love is the greatest gift you can give them, and it will shape them into the amazing individuals they're meant to be. Being a mom is the most challenging and rewarding job in the world. Embrace the journey, cherish the moments, and remember that you're doing an amazing job. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the wonderful world of motherhood. I hope these tips have been helpful, and that you'll feel empowered to take on the challenges and joys of raising little humans. Remember to be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, and never underestimate the incredible love and strength you have within you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and those adorable little ones, sending lots of love.